48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Wilson going to come out throwing. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down. And it.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Najee Harris. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, son.
They run again with Harris. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Here we go, son.
Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go, son. Angel. Go.
Here's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, Cam. Just hurt. EQ. Sit high.
They snap it to Fields, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out.
Rifles one, and that's going to be a drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This now a 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here we go, son. Go.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Fields. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Love. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Down. 10.
At the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Love from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Love will sneak it, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Love. Forced out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fields. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 11.
Now it's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go,
A final shot before the break. Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Pickens on the slant. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Love now. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw, Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Love looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Love will sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal. Here's first and goal.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Down. Trouble, 38. Set.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Ready.
Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Love looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Hey, Ken. Go.
They'll toss to Harris. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here we go, cut. Hey, Monday. Easy. Set.
Back to throw. Fields steps away. Down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set.
Now Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
And they do finally get him at the 12. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
One last shot now for Love.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.